Last time on a summer adrift. We ventured deep into the backcountry of Idaho and summited the highest peak in the Sawtooth Mountains. Just moments after crossing into Montana, on our way to our next destination, Peter pulled over because Blitz wasn't switching gears as we descended off the pass.
Run up to him completely naked, screaming.
We did our best to troubleshoot on the side of the road. But ultimately, we made the plan to move to a trailhead where Peter could have more space and dig deeper into the engine bay.
Peter and Shruthi are having issues with their transmission, so what we did was we ran ahead to the next town with an auto parts store to pick up some stuff for them, and hopefully, I guess tomorrow, Peter will be able to fix the van. I don't know, we'll see.
The following morning, Peter got to work on Blitz early, in hopes of getting back on the road as soon as humanly possible. Unfortunately, once the valve body was out of the transmission, it was evident that this was not going to be a quick and easy fix. Peter found a few of the seals were melted, meaning that at the very least, their transmission needed to be removed to do a repair, if not, have it replaced altogether. Thankfully, they found a shop in Oregon that had a transmission that was ready to go. But now, to figure out how to get them there. After a long and frustrating day of working on the van, we brought back a little pizza party for the gang in hopes of raising their spirits. The next day, we drove Peter and Shruthi to pick up a U-Haul to trailer poor Blitz to the shop in Oregon.
Enjoy the rest of your time here for us.
We wished them well and planned to meet back up as soon as they could safely get back out on the road. After saying goodbye to Peter and Shruthi, we found a quiet little spot near the river to recover from the breakdown. It was the perfect spot to get some work done, do a little fishing, and make some new friends. Fun fact, it's one of my life goals to befriend a free-range cow. If nothing else, I just want it to let me pet it. Once again, I was unsuccessful and had to return to camp empty-handed. We came to Missoula because our dear friends over at Bedrock Sandals asked us to model in their 2021 photo shoot. After meeting up with the crew, we ventured into the backcountry of Montana to shoot for a few days. It wasn't long before we were joined by a herd of mountain goats. It's good wildlife practices to keep at least 50 yards between you and a mountain goat. However, these guys were so curious that no matter how far we retreated, they would always follow us with their kids in tow. filming much recently, so I decided to bring you up to speed in everything that's been going on lately. We have been in the Missoula area and we're lucky enough to get to spend some time with the Bedrock Sandal crew for a photo shoot, and that was really, really fun. Otherwise, Peter and Shruthi are still gone. They're in Bend getting their transmission fixed, and we actually did just get word that they picked up the van and it's driving really well. So hopefully they'll be linking back up with us soon, but otherwise we have just been trying to knock out work and have been moving a little bit slower. But now there's a big heat wave that's kind of coming through this area, so we are pushing a little bit further south, closer to Yellowstone, in hopes of finding some cooler weather and some good fishing. Before making our way to Yellowstone, Chase wanted to show us around the area where he grew up. In a drizzling rain, we went out on foot to explore a massive old mining operation that has long since closed. Oh my god, you guys, we have the shittiest healthcare. Well, that's sketchy. Please don't try that at home. To this day, the mining town is far from any town or city, yet once life thrived here. It's hard to imagine this old town and mine were ever full of people all the way out here. Now, slowly, the structures fall into various states of disrepair and return to the forest from which they came. How about this lovely little one-bedroom waterfront studio? It's an open concept and is full of rustic charm and an occupied bird's nest. We, as a country, are young in the grand scheme of things. Little mining operations like this are a part of our history, and thus is always a treat for us to come across in our travels. Though we may not leave knowing specifically who lived here or for how long. It's fascinating to get a little taste of the way that European settlers lived and worked out here not all that long ago. While we were out walking around, Owen stepped on a rusty nail that went all the way through his shoe and into his foot. For the rest of our time out there, with no service, we all came to the realization that not a single one of us was up to date on our tetanus shots. We made the plan to head back into town the following day to rectify our latent shots before lockjaw set in for Owen. On our way back to camp, we made one last stop at a place where you can dig up crystals right out of the ground. A local geology organization purchased the land so that people can come and dig here. Once we saw the dig area, we couldn't help but feel conflicted. It was sad to see the desolation of what would otherwise be a dense forest. But then again, this land was set aside to educate people in the geology of this area. None of us came prepared to dig for crystals, but we wanted to poke around a few of the pre-existing holes, so we busted out Chase and Amy's poo shovel to give it a try. Why have I not found one yet? Eventually, we had some luck and found some incredible crystals that are unique to this area. As we all inspected our respective holes, Chase told us his fond memories of coming here as a kid to do just this. Before we knew it, we had been hunting for hours. Dirty, hungry, and cold, we washed our small collection of overlooked crystals and loaded back into the van to head back to camp. What do you think, Levi?
What is this? Total failure. They're like so great. Oh, we got a rabbit. That is so cool.
Once again, nobody wants to be my friend. The next day, we started the drive back to town for our tetanus shots, but decided to take the scenic route through yet another ghost town. I think that we can fix this couch up, right? So in here, I have identified 5 different types of wallpaper. There's 3 in what I'm assuming was the kitchen, because that is the flue for the stove. And then there's 2 in the bedroom. I should be like CSI or something. It's a little robin's egg. It's a nice color blue. Just kidding, make that 6 wallpapers in this one. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Spending the last couple of days exploring Chase's childhood stomping grounds was a treat. I love getting to know the places that have raised my favorite people. Getting to know someone else's hometown gives me insight into who they are and what made them the person that I know and love today. As a military kid, I don't know what it's like to have one place, and that's why I enjoy getting to explore someone else's. Not many people apparently have been out this way.
Yeah, I wonder when this came back.
Depending on the season, it's not uncommon to find down trees on the trail like this. We like to carry a saw to clear the road so we can pass and be sure that others who come behind us can too. The road eventually took us to something really unique. These fascinating structures are charcoal kilns. They used to make charcoal that was then used to power the smelters of the local mining operations that are no longer in use. Of the 23 kilns, a few have been fully restored to demonstrate how they worked, while the rest have been left to return to the land, much like the mines that they once serviced.
Little kitty cat. Hi. Ooh. Ooh.
Somebody is very happy. Before we could officially head back into town, Chase spotted some fish in a stream nearby and couldn't leave without casting at least a few flies. Owen and I are going on a very unique date. I just got off the phone with CVS, and Owen stepped on a rusty nail the other day. Went through his shoe right into his foot, and then we realized that he hasn't had a tetanus shot in Lord knows how long. So we are on our way to CVS to get couples tetanus shots, because I also haven't gotten one recently. So fun. We lead a glamorous life, don't we? Nice job. That is a sleepy kitty right there. Next time on A Summer Adrift. Foot out both sides?
Yeah. Oh my god, these guys.
Say bye. Oh, Shruthi boy.